Thanks. Hello and good afternoon, Lander Lobos fans, and welcome back to Day 2 of the David Rees Memorial Tournament here in City Park in Lander. Crew of maintenance folks are just out there on the diamond getting everything ready to go ahead of the Lobos game against the Gillette Hitmen, set to start here in just, I'd guess, 5 or 10 minutes. Until then, we will just take a little bit of a break, but of course we will be back ahead of the first pitch to announce the starting lineups for both teams. So do not go anywhere. We will be right back with Lobos baseball action. Stick around. And welcome back, Lander Lobos fans. We are just moments away from getting underway here in the top of the first inning. It is the Lobos against the Gillette Hitmen here on day 2 of the David Rees Memorial Tournament here in City Park on a warm and breezy summer's afternoon in Lander. And it's Jacob Bush on the mound for the Lobos to get us going here. Lobos, of course, coming off of a dominant win last night under the lights, looking to get their second win of the tournament today. And Bush finds the strike zone there. 1-1 the count now. Nice pitch there from Bush for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Two and two now the count. It is Sam Bush behind the plate for the Lobos once again today. Real stalwart at catcher, Sam Bush. That's just outside. It's a full count now. And popped up on the ground towards second base where Braxton Byers just can't keep a hold of it.
Hey, settle down, kid.
Did well to get his glove on it initially, but when he went to pull it out, it just slipped from his grasp. So nobody out and one on first base here in the top of the first inning for the Hitmen.
Hey, guys, twist it now.
That one's hit towards shortstop where Teddy Rivera got in front of that, knocked it down, kept it in the infield, but not in time to make the throw. So now runners on first and second for the Hitmen. Nobody out. And for Gillette, this is Peyton Cutney at the plate. Cutney, number 45, takes a hack at that for strike 1. We'll quickly go through the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the Gillette Hitmen. It's Cash Gray, Austin Ham, Peyton Cutney, he's at the plate, Colt Uhrig, Chance McKee, Trayson Goley, Cooper Stevens, Seth Yates, Caden Craig, and Braden Moore. So one gets past Sam Bush, allowing both runners to progress for the Hitmen. One and one the count. Nice one from Bush, finds the outside of the strike zone. 1-2 now. Where it's bobbled by Evan Stevenson, and one will score for the Hitmen. So 1-0 the score Runners on first and second for Gillette with nobody out in the top of the first.
Nice snag, Sam.
That one's clipped behind. Powerful pitch from Bush. Got nice interior strike there from Jacob Bush. And he's going to third. The throw is just a little late.
Good throw, Sam. Good throw.
Sam Bush was quick to get up, but in the end, couldn't get there in time. So now runners on first and third for the Hitmen. Nobody out.
We talked about that one. I'll just have to see how many kids I still have around. Because like Katie could be gone by then, F could be gone by then. I don't know if I'll have enough, so I gotta find out that.
Hopefully, that'll be doing it.
If we do,
At least the nice Pioneer Park where it's like natural.
she could just come up with you.
Is that the turf one?
If I was dating her, if you're,
Jacob Bush got him.
we could have hosed him.
Swinging on strike three. So one out now in the top of the first. Good composure from Bush to finish that one off. And now for the Hitmen, it's number 14 at the plate. That's Chance McKee. Strike one.
Not the corner, by the way.
I hate that Tim doesn't call the outside corner because that's my zone. Like, I'll find those outside ones.
Oh yeah, but
See, being a lefty, pitching the thing's horrible because my two seam has so much run on it, like it just dives to the outside.
He's a great umpire to have when. He's a great umpire to have when.
1-1 the count.
Yeah, he's my favorite to catch with because he likes the outside. So him and the sheriff both like that outflow.
And a nice looking pitch there from Bush is clipped up and over the backstop and over the stands as well. That's destined for the parking lot. Hopefully all windshields are intact out there. No guarantees. Swung on and clipped. That's a fair ball. Jacob Bush rushes over to get there and gets the tag on the runner's way to first. So 2 outs now, but one more will score for the Hitmen. 2-0 now the score.
sometimes you have to push hard, and then other times it's like.
I watched that game. Played you guys under the lights my first year.
Just high. Good work from Sam Bush to stick his glove high and in the air and snag that one. low and outside.
That was the only game I've ever had issues with watching because they were O'Brien was Where do you get these baseballs? Just because they're Rollins. They cut.
And in the opposite corner, high and inside.
That's what I have for all these right here. I got from this They're living at grandma and grandpa's house. I bought 12 boxes, and I just left them. I had them delivered to their house, and they're just living there because. And my dad's like, "Are you going to never bring me these?" No.
Strike called. Swung on. Another good-looking pitch from Jacob Bush, who pitches right-handed but bats left.
Usually in those 70s.
Walks one. That's Trayson Goalie headed to first base for the Hitmen.
Take a deep breath, bud. Reach us.
That'll bring up number 62, Cooper Stevens.
They're yours.
Marcus Garcia.
They're yours.
Two outs here in the top of the first. And one goes to second. Will Bush elects not to make the throw. Sam Bush, rather. My apologies. I sometimes mix up which Bush is which. Of course, it is Jacob on the mound and Sam behind the plate. Good stop there from Sam Bush. Two and one the count.
Come down the hill, bud.
Just a few inches high there. 3-1 now. So grounded toward first by Cooper Steven, and it bounces over the head of Connor Higginbotham. So one Hitmen will score and a second, making the score now 4-0 here in the top of the first. Difficult there for Connor Higginbotham at first. Took a bad hop up and over his head in crouch stance. He's in a good position, but the ball's erratic pattern just got through him there. Strike one from Bush.
No, there's no number 2 on their thing. It's the right number. No, I don't know. This is number 2, and I don't have a number 2 on my lineup.
We are currently working to identify the hitman at the plate. 1-1 the count. That's fouled behind.
Pretty sure if he hits it fair, it counts as an out.
Yeah. It's 1-2, right? Yeah, it's 1-2. I don't have a number 2 on the lineup anywhere. Ellis, do you know this kid? What's his name? Okay, so it's the right kid, but it's the wrong jersey.
So the confusion has been cleared up now as Jacob Bush throws one just low and bounces off the dirt, but stopped well there by Bush behind the plate. What we've got for Gillette Hitmen number 2 is, in fact, Seth Yates. He's just wearing number 2 instead of the 37 written on the lineup. So we're all good. Both teams have clarified the situation, and the top of the first continues. The throw to second.
Good toss, Sam.
No.
No, it's 3-2. It's 3-2 count.
Blue, we had 3
Blue,
and 2.
it's 3-2.
A bit more confusion here as
I know. That is not.
Tim lost the count at all.
It's 3-2.
I don't know.
so that was ball 4. So the throw to second and the tag, of course, will not count for anything. Bush walks 1, and runners now on first and second for the Hitmen.
I watched all the pitches. I know that was really 3-2. That should be a count.
This is Caden Craig for Gillette at the plate, number 11. Just a hair low from Jacob Bush. And a low line drive through the middle, bounces into center field. Cooper Stevens held at third there, and another hit for the Hitmen. Score still 4-0 with the bases now loaded, 2 outs, which brings up number
That's it. You guys are going to the other dugout.
9, Braden Moore.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it.
Reverse
Sorry,
psycho-
I was not tracking your guys' thinking. Because we need to go to the bat.
The Lobos infield comes together here.
Don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Now the coach is going to talk to you.
Gonna have a change on the mound here for the Lobos as number 55, Evan Stevenson, takes over for Jacob Bush here partway through the top of the first inning. Jacob Bush now receiving some encouragement from Braxton
This
Byers.
first row is in the truck.
It's nice to see.
Go for bat. It's a little guy. It's the problem. Yeah. It's just a little sports umbrella. It's not a big one. Only if you put it over and pull the handle. Put it over her and pull the handle. She's being whiny. She's okay. Do you want me to like take the fan and point at you guys?
So another warm summer afternoon here in City Park as we approach the longest day of the year, just less than a week from now. A little breeze is blowing, but that sun and sort of still damp air, for relatively damp anyway for Wyoming, just settles on the field and creates some quite balmy conditions here today in City Park. So now it's Evan Stevenson on the mound. Jacob Bush has wandered over to third base. Familiar position for him. And Stevenson's first pitch is fast and low. The base is loaded here. Nice pitch there for strike one.
Why is this sensitive sometimes and not so much the next time you push it?
That's outside. Past Sam Bush. So a little bit of rule-related confusion here in the ballpark. The ultimate effect is that all base runners remain where they are. The determination is that if the ball goes out of play somewhere, gets stuck in a fence, is thrown over a fence, that sort of thing, all base runners can be awarded one base advancement, but only if, according to the rules we've just clearly established, they were already off the bag and on their way to the next base, which was not the case on that last play. So everyone has stayed put. Bases still loaded here, 2 outs in the top of the first.
That's just kind of wonderful looking out at the same time.
What's a baseball game without a little nuanced discussion of rules? A nice strike 3 thrown by Evan Stevenson, which ends the sequence, and 3 runners left on base for the Gillette Hitmen. 4-0 the score as we head into the bottom of the first inning. So Connor Higginbotham with a nice double to get the Lobos sticks going here in the bottom of the first. The ever reliable Higginbotham with a nice hit right when the Lobos need it. And now Jacob Bush sees ball one just low and inside across the ankles. The Lobos down 4-0 here, looking to respond to productive top of the first from the Gillette Hitmen. High and inside, Higginbotham advances to third. Always so quick to get around the bases, the Lobos number 10. And at the plate, Jacob Bush just looking to shake off a challenging stint on the mound and help his team from the plate. 3-0 the count. And there's ball four. So Jacob Bush walks on to first. Lobos on first and third now, bringing up Braxton Byers, the second baseman.
No, he's gonna get hit. That's what happens. He gets hit.
Swung on long, high fly ball into left field.
It's too high.
And it drops behind the left fielder. So Connor Higginbotham will score for the Lobos. Jacob Bush now on second. Braxton Byers on first. So a lot of height on that. Fell in the end just 15, 20 feet shy of the fence behind the left fielder's position. Great connection from Byers, and now
He's using Beth. He uses Beth.
here comes Sam Bush.
We got Beth last year.
Clipped up high over the backstop.
Please go get it. I'll give you candy.
The Lobos doing exactly what they were called to do, responding to that top of the first with some good focused offensive effort here in the bottom of the inning.
Get that one too.
The score now 1-4 with nobody out. Good decision not to swing there from Sam Bush. 1-1 the count now. Jacob Bush over to third. Sam Bush sees that one high, and runners on second and third now for the Lobos.
balls and these balls and take them down.
So Sam Bush walks to first to load the bases for the Lander Lobos. That'll bring up Teddy Rivera, number 43.
Stop feeding him just like a bear.
Pitch number 1 to Rivera, just outside. Good eye from him to let it go, and Lobos looking to take advantage of a loaded bases situation here with nobody out, down 1-4. Was well inside. Rivera held firm in the batter's box. Very courageous there. That looked to clip him on the bicep and then off of the bat. Two and one. High and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Ooh, and that's well inside off of Rivera's shoulder. That looked like it stung, and Rivera just shakes it off on his way to first, and that brings 1 Lobo home, moves the score up to 2-4 now. Base is still loaded with Evan Stevenson at the plate. This is just the response that Lander was looking to make here in the first inning.
I'm that parent that tells my kid to get up and run.
Low and outside. So it's Stevenson who took over for Jacob Bush on the mound. Seeking to contribute in another way for his team, down 2-4. That one's also outside, ball 2. Well inside, and Braxton Byers rushing home. Stands it up, and he's safe. So 3-4 now. Runners on second and third for the Lobos. Good base running awareness from Byers. Take advantage there, and so the bunt from Stevenson is right down the first baseline, and Bush slides home. He's safe. Well executed bunt there by Evan Stevenson. Brings 1 more Lobo home to tie the game. Runners on first and third with nobody out.
Does somebody want to get Betty out of the field, please?
Oh, they threw the
How bad is it?
That one's black, Betty. So all of our...
Now it's Will Bush at the plate. Approaching to the tune of some classical strings as always. A little bit of an outlier in music taste against the rest of his team. Much respect for that. Now takes a swing at an inside first pitch, and
Let's go, Will. Wait for your pitch.
0-1 the count.
Go, Will.
Teddy Rivera caught in a little pickle here, but gets some good luck there. The throw back home was a little high over the catcher's mitt, and Rivera will score. Got himself into trouble, but got himself right back out of it. Lander Lobos now leading 5-4. It's nobody out, and it's just Evan Stevenson on third. 1-1 the count to Will Bush. Swung on again.
Come on, Will, head down. Fine barrel, kid. Oh,
1-2.
Eli. Did you guys still have the DR3 stickers? Yes, I do. Okay. That white diesel. See it? It's got the Superman logo on the front of it.
That's behind. Here comes Stevenson. Stands up and scores 6-4. So the Lobos roaring back here. 6 runs scored, nobody out. Base is now cleared once again.
If you take them down to my mom and tell her how many you need, she will cut them off for you.
And it's still Will Bush at the plate with Caden Rowan on deck.
It has a Superman sticker on the
Ben Shade in the hole. We'll see him as well
You'll see him. It's roll white. But
this
just
inning.
bring it down here to the girl and the lady in the black, my mom.
Okay.
Tell her how many stickers you need, and she'll cut them off for you, okay? Yes. Yes, pretty much. Just said your daughter demanded that you do this. Because if you said I asked, she's not going to believe you. She's going to be like, that's not my daughter.
The Hitmen infield checking in on the mound.
Oh, yeah, huh? I would have made Sam's day. I got to do that when we do it, though. 'cause I
That's just low. Full count now against Will Bush. Full count pitch is outside. Will Bush does well to hold off and heads off to first base. So now it's Caden Rowan, number 31, stepping up for his first at-bat of the game.
What's my favorite catcher? He's pretty fun to talk to.
Okay.
So a change of personnel behind the plate for Gillette Hitmen. Number 34 comes in.
We were jamming. Okay, so I'm going to play it again. Because it's a good jam.
Number 11, Caden Craig, comes off.
E! There should have been scissors in that plastic bag.
So Caden Rowan patiently waiting for his turn to step up to the plate. Now he does so.
Okay. You guys will get it the next time? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to have a dance party. You guys
Caden
are
Rowan
helping.
watches that one into the dirt.
I
Will
know.
Bush
I know
heads
you
to
got me.
second base.
E, did you need more than that for the team? Or did you get enough?
And Braden Moore for the Hitmen found the strike zone there. 1-1 now, the count. Ooh, inside off of Caden Rowan's back, right in between the shoulder blades. So he goes strutting off to first base.
I told you guys not to break Grandpa.
And now it's Ben Shade for the Lobos.
He's also he's 50.
Darius Boyer is on deck. Ben Shade watches ball one go central and high.
Hey, it was still late. It's fine.
Shade got a little piece of that off the inside of his bat, sent it toward the Hitmen dugout. 1-1 now, the count. Shade swings again.
Come on, Shady. Let's go, kid. You got this, bud.
1-2 now.
Have to protect Shade.
Runners on first and second for the Lobos. Ben Shade looking to protect his position at home plate. And Ben Shade takes one off of the front of the helmet, stood firm. It was right in the forehead.
That was like right here.
Shade seems to be just fine. Very bold of him to take that in the front top of the head, although maybe he didn't have a choice. It did come quickly. Knocked the helmet back a bit, but
Never seen that before.
the umpire comes over to check in, and he seems to be okay. So the Hitmen will check in once again at the mound,
Pulling in center.
and we will have a change of personnel on the mound for the Hitmen.
And that one is going out there.
It's number 9, Braden Moore, leaves the mound, goes into center field.
I saw down. Oh, it's down there by his harness. Can you grab the pen that's by your harness?
So now on the mound for the Hitmen, it's number 5, Peyton Cutney. Facing Darius Boyer. And that's past the plate. Here comes Will Bush, and he slides. He's safe. Caden Rowan considered coming home as well. Made the conservative choice to stay at third in the end. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. The score now 7-4. So it's been a prolonged first inning here. Both teams going on runs. The Lobos continues, and no end in sight with nobody out. Runners on second and third. Boyer tries the bunt, pops it up behind instead. So Darius Boyer closing out the Lobos batting order. We'll have Connor Higginbotham starting from the top here next. He's on deck, number 10. Boyer swings at one, and it's grounded to a shortstop, and the throw to first. Boyer's out, but Caden Rowan scores, and Ben Shade advances to third. 8-4 now the score. It's an RBI for Boyer. And the rotation continues. Starts from the top. Connor Higginbotham, first baseman, number 10. He ducks out of the way of one that ends up behind his head.
He can take it off the front of the helmet. You can take it off the side.
Every time I get hit in the head this year, it's like, oof, brain rattle.
That's high. Higginbotham lets it go. 2 balls, no strikes. It's well outside, but stopped behind the plate by the Hitmen catcher. 3 balls, no strikes. Ben Shade on third, looking for an opportunity to come on home and score the Lobos' 9th run of the inning.
Do I hear a niner? What?
Clipped between short and third. Ben Shade comes home, and Higginbotham singles.
Yeah. That cheering is? I like it. I'm glad to know we're loved.
9-4. 1 out. Higginbotham on first. Jacob Bush at the plate. And so that's hit along the third baseline, and it's fair all the way out to left field. A well-positioned hit from Bush, and Higginbotham takes the opportunity to head over to third, where he's called out. So ambitious running as always from Higginbotham, but on this occasion didn't work out for him. And now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Braxton Byers stepping up to take his second opportunity of the inning. Well, that was just a beautifully placed shot from Bush into the far margins of left field.
Stop encouraging my youngest child. Ray, Jay, honey, your Band-Aid's coming off. It's on your neck, and it kind of looks a little weird.
That one hit Braxton Byers. He seemed to lean in a little bit.
Yeah, he started swinging into it.
Yeah. Braxton. Let me see. Yeah, now you're good.
Byers just kind of rotated into the path of that one. A powerful swing.
Take a deep breath for me now.
Couldn't connect.
Head down, fine barrel, baby.
Braxton Byers takes a short lap around the area and collects himself here, trying to keep things going for the Lobos in the bottom of one. Another powerful swing. Got a little piece of that, sent it over the catcher's head. Byers looking to protect here. Hits that one into the ground toward third base, and the throw to first. Got him. That'll do it for a long first inning that just went on and on. Credit to both teams, but especially the Lobos, scoring 9 runs in the bottom of the first to take a 9-4 lead heading into the second. So that first pitch that hit him, what happened there?
So when he went to swing, he went like that, so he ended up hitting. So he's pretty much winging into it. So.
But it didn't count as a stray.
No. So if like he went out in front of the plate to like try to touch it, if it's gonna be a strike, then it'll be a strike. But then since he leaned in, it just counted the ball. So I've been playing before, and there was a kid that ended up like
You guys are
put his
leaving
foot
me
in front of
at
the
the
plate
best
to get
part.
hit.
Yeah.
And they count that as a strike.
Right.
So it would have been strike 3 anyways.
So if you lean in and get hit, it's just whatever it would have been otherwise.
So that'd be a ball.
I see.
Hey, except I don't know what's going on with this right now.
So some free between innings entertainment here. Not sure if our featured star is aware that he's on camera, but
Now.
we hope you all enjoyed that anyway.
Because Hitmen doesn't quite have it down like Connor and
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, that's timber. That's next.
I know a little bit, but not much.
So Evan Stevenson continuing on the mound for the Lobos here in the second. Lander did very well to overcome a difficult start to come back and score 9 in the bottom of the first.
County Free Steppers.
Evan Stevenson throws one just low for ball 1.
Both of you are being naughty.
I can square dance, I can line dance, I can country western, and I can clog. Basically, you can just fake it. You just have to like.
There's strike 1.
Not that bad. Don't step out.
I'm gonna make Grandpa deal with you. Maybe. Hey, let's go, Eva.
Just low and outside, 2-1 now. For the Hitmen, this is number 4 at the plate. That's Braden Moore. Takes a swing there, but can't connect, and it's strike 2. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, swung on and bounces into the umpire.
That's gonna be an awkward ride home for me now.
Can we not break my umpire that I really, really need?
No.
What do you need? Paxton. James William Rees. Yes!
So he took a powerful bounce into the inner thigh.
What is that?
That's
I'm
all
not
yours.
believing him right now.
Paxton
He's a
Rees
Jackie
comes over to
right
literally
now.
rub some dirt on it, and
He is currently Jackie Morgan. You good, Dustin? Isaiah.
he's just taking a moment to shake that one off. The umpire, part of the job.
Way to go down, proud. You stood up. Woohoo!
The umpire trying to remember what happened there. Understandably, the only thing he could keep his mind on there was the pain, but
Oh my God.
he does remember that the count is 2-2, and he's back in position here. And there's strike 3. Evan Stevenson got him.
Up in Gillette, hit a foul ball and hit it right to his mask. He splacked out. He stood there for a second, like, uh-oh.
We got some icy hot. Maybe some biofreeze.
Probably.
We got a sack of ice.
That'll bring up Austin Ham for the Hitmen,
It's in the motor room. That's like big old ribeye steak.
number 24.
I want to hear about that one later.
And that's hit powerfully past shortstop into left field by Ham, who stops at first. And one out and one on first here in the top of the second. Here comes Peyton Cutney. Strike called, and the throw to second gets there in time, but it's dropped by Braxton Byers. A nice throw there from Bush behind the plate. It was right on the money, but Byers just couldn't hold on to it. So now a runner on second for the Hitmen. Just low and outside. 1-1 now the count. Swung and missed for strike 2. And clipped up high into shallow center field where it does drop. With 1 out, it's now runners on first and second for the Hitmen. So Colt Uhrig steps up to try to keep this going for Gillette. And that's just clipped behind. Looked like Sam Bush caught a little piece of the backswing there. He's smiling though. He'll be okay to continue on here in a moment.
You okay, Sam?
Way to be a man, Sam!
So a lot of folks out there on the field putting their bodies on the line today. Batters, catchers, and umpires all taking painful shots here in recent minutes. It's all part of the game, though. One and one the count.
Nice job, Evan.
Nice pitch from Stevenson. Just ended up right in the center there. 1-2 now. Got him swinging again. So another strikeout for Evan Stevenson. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second for Gillette. Chance McKee at the plate with the bright orange bat. Stevenson deemed to be just a little bit low in the end. Want to know the count? Stevenson keeping a watchful eye on second base as he finds the inside of the strike zone for strike 2.
What just happened?
Margin between these two teams now down to 4 runs. Evan Stevenson would like to hold Gillette there. He's got an opportunity to do so here. And that's deep but foul into the parking lot where It bounces toward the pizza food truck, luckily missing the parked cars in the vicinity. Powerful
One more.
connection there from Chance McKee. Got him. So Evan Stevenson ends the top of the second with a nice pitch low and outside. Got McKee swinging on that one, and we're heading into the bottom of the second now with the score Orlando Lobos 9, Gillette Hitmen 5.
Yeah, he's questioning. He's confused by something.
Here's Sam Bush at the play for the Lobos. Watches the first pitch go outside and low into the dirt just in front of the plate.
Do not encourage. Or I'm gonna go make you sit by grandma and grandpa if you can't behave yourself.
And that's also well outside. So no ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Teddy Rivera jogs behind to gather a few loose balls there for the umpire, and
All right, let's go, kiddo.
that one finds the strike zone. 2-1 now the count.
2-1, baby.
Good eye to hold off from Sam Bush. 3-1 now the count.
Come on, Wheels.
Teddy Rivera's been busy on deck, running back and forth to gather baseballs.
We want to
Good warm-up for him ahead of a hopefully busy base running opportunity coming up here soon. Getting his jog on, and that one's popped up toward third base, and it is caught. Good catch from the third baseman, quick off of his starting position to catch that just over the brim of his hat. So 1 out now. Here comes Teddy Rivera. That's over Rivera's head for ball 1. Also inside and over Rivera's head. Ball 2.
You're welcome for playing in the, cool sun or the cool shade.
So we have entered the hottest part of the day, and the folks in the stadium are feeling it. It is very warm, very sunny, a little bit humid, and
Looks like 62's gonna pitch or 62's coming out. Which one? 62's pitching.
for Gillette, a change of personnel on the mound.
That sounded like a dog barking.
So 62's going in, 5's coming out.
It's number 62 taking over pitching duties.
Okay, so 5 is already ace.
This is
Are they changing as far as like batting lineups?
Cooper Stevens.
Maybe. Now 11's heading back. Is all going? I guess 5's going. Okay, 5's going first.
Trayson Goalie goes to first base, and the left-hander Cooper Stevens will pitch. Something a little different for Teddy Rivera to acclimate to.
Over at, I think it was, it wasn't Hastings, it was Hastings.
We'll have a few more warm-up pitches here from Cooper Stevens, and then we'll be back underway shortly.
I think it was Hastings, yeah. Paxton, go back. Nobody loves you, okay?
That's Keegan.
Teddy Rivera watching his new opponent from the on-deck position, getting a feel for the trajectory and speed. So we're back in action here. Cooper Stevens First pitch of the game is fouled by Teddy Rivera toward the Hitmen dugout. Just outside.
Strike
3-1
swinging.
the count. One out and nobody on for the Lobos here in the bottom of the second, and that's bounced into the ground, but foul from Rivera. He stays alive, keeps things going. Full count now. Swung on, and there's strike three. Two outs now. Evan Stevenson coming up to bat. Just outside, ball one. And Cooper Stevens finds the outer margin of the strike zone. 1-1 now the count. Swung on and clipped over the pitcher's glove into center field. So Evan Stevenson gets on base with two outs here. Trying to get a little rally going and build on the Lobos' 9-5 lead. So a block sends Evan Stevenson to second. Suddenly for the Lobos, a runner on second base.
Hey, Mom.
And there goes Stevenson, now on third. So in the blink of an eye, Lobos have another one in scoring position here. 1 ball and no strikes against Will Bush, number 34. I was close, but just outside. We've got Caden Rowan on deck and Ben Shade in the hole. Just high for ball three. Ball four sends Bush to first. Lobos on first and third now. Hitman Cooper Stevens against Lobo Caden Rowan. High and outside. Bush advances to second.
We're okay because it's almost at the hour mark. Hour 45. Let's just switch this out, scroll a couple here.
Caden Rowan hits that one into the ground and to the second baseman. He's out at first. That will end the inning. 9-5 the score heading into the third. Rowan got a good piece of that, but immediate impact with the ground took a lot of the power out of it, and the play in the end for the second baseman was straightforward.
Like 8.
Nice throws.
Perfect.
All right, let's go, Eva. On your toes, D.
So in the top of the third now, we'll see Evan Stevenson against Gillette's number 5, Trayson Gully. Gully just leans back to get out of the way of that one. Ball 1.
Like your mama's can't even give you that one. Your mama said no. Okay, so then I
1-1 now the count. Nice placement there from Evan Stevenson, just tracing the outside edge of the plate.
don't you whine to them. Don't you tell your grandma and grandpa on me.
That was close, but deemed just inside.
Thank you, Hunter. You tried to tell grandma and grandpa on me.
Right down the middle. and quickly.
Good stuff, Sam. Come on, Eva. Right here now, kid. Win it. Oh, God, they're coming to me.
Is the count now full? Got him. Good composure there from Stevenson to find strike 3. Just crossed over the outer front corner of the plate. Really nice looking pitch. Not an easy one to connect with. And we're going into showdown between Stevenson and Cooper Stevens for Gillette now. Stevenson versus Stevens. Swung on, strike 1. That's hit beyond Jacob Bush at third base. Into left field. It's Cooper Stevenson singles. One out with one on first for Gillette now. And of course, tune in again this evening for the Lobos' second game of the day. That one's set to kick off at 8 o'clock or thereabouts. That'll be under the lights in much cooler weather this evening. For now, though, the Lobos with plenty still to do. Leading by 4 runs in the top of the third. Nice pitch from Evan Stevenson, strike 1. Swung on, strike 2. Stevenson finding a nice groove here. Slipped a little bit well inside, and Bush behind the plate did well to quickly shuffle laterally to the side and get behind it. Got him, called strike 3, 2 outs. Caden Craig now at the plate for Gillette. He went, strike 1.
Stop getting beat up. Nice job, Sam.
Just the slightest little tip on that from Caden Craig. 2 outs now, or 2 strikes rather, and 2 outs. Stevenson 1 away.
Good stop, Sam.
It's into the dirt, but Sam Bush kept it in front of him, turning himself into an effective backstop there. Just outside. The 2-2 pitch. Right down the middle from Stevenson. Got him.
All right, that is game. We will get this field reset. Rage, Knights, if you have your lineups, I will take them. Just a
And
reminder,
that
as
will
soon as
do
the
it for the
Rage
ball
Green
game. We
River
have
game
reached
is
our
completed,
predetermined
we will be doing a
time
special
limit here.
award ceremony honoring a player from every team for the DR3 Memorial
So
Award.
both teams
Please make
set
sure
up
you
to
are
shake
back right
hands.
around
The
5
Lobos
o'clock
win with
for
a
the
final score
presentation
of
that award.
9-5. So 2 games played so far in the David Rees Memorial Tournament and 2 wins for the Lander Lobos. They will get back underway with their 3rd game of the tournament tonight at 8 p.m. And of course, we will be streaming that live on the YO Today YouTube channel. So be sure to rejoin us this evening for more Lobos baseball action. And until then, the tournament will continue. The Knights are competing against the Rage here in just a few. We will not be streaming that. We only cover Lobos, of course. Some clear favoritism, but you know, we're not trying to hide it. Go Lobos. Anyway, see you this evening. We'll be back. And until then, enjoy your Saturday afternoon.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be